This week's best financial life tip of the week is to consider using a donor-advised fund. If you regularly give to charity and have income that fluctuates, I'm going to show you something that is going to save you money. As I'm sure you know, your charitable contributions are deductible from your income for tax purposes. So if you give $10,000 per year, you get to reduce your taxable income by $10,000 each year. However, it's possible that your income may not be as predictable. If you sometimes have years with much higher income than others, I'm going to show you how to save money on taxes by using a donor-advised fund. Here's how it works. If you fund the next several years' worth of charitable giving all in one tax year, you can take the entire deduction in this same year. And if you do this in a year that your income is abnormally high, you're getting the tax benefit at a higher tax rate, which will save you more money than simply taking the annual deduction each year. In other words, if you get a windfall through selling your appreciated company stock, you can offset some of the tax by committing to give that money today that you were planning on giving in the future anyways. You do this by creating a donor-advised fund with one of the reputable administrators and funding it in the same year as your spike in income. The money can then be invested in the manner you wish, and whenever you are ready to send it to the charity of your choice, you simply direct the administrator and the manager to do so. You get the entire tax deduction today to use against the extra income you're receiving today, and you don't even have to define who will ultimately get the money. Isn't that great? Now, a couple things. Just like any charitable strategy, this only makes sense if you are planning on giving this money away in the future anyways. No tax deduction actually makes you money all by itself. You have to want to give the money to charity. Also, you cannot get the money back. You actually transfer ownership from you to the donor-advised fund, which is run by the administrator. They simply agree to take direction from you on how to invest the money and where to send it as long as it goes to a qualified charity. Here's an example. Let's say you've decided to trade out of your company's stock and are realizing gains of $400,000 this year. Also, let's say you normally give $10,000 to charity on an annual basis. You can place $100,000, that's 10 years of charitable gifts, into a donor-advised fund today and take a $100,000 deduction to your overall income today. You will still have control of that money in terms of how it will be invested and where it will be gifted in the future. And for people who are charitably inclined who also have volatile incomes, a donor-advised fund can be a great way to offset taxes at the higher rates in those higher income years. Here's this week's best financial life tip of the week. Consider using a donor-advised fund.